Hello. I must tell you of the events that transpired yesterday. At 6:30 a.m., I arrived at work and parked at my usual spot. At 7:30, I went to 7-Eleven to pick up coffee for my coworkers. Got back at 7:50 and parked in my usual spot. At 9:30, I left for the bank to drop off our deposit and then to grab breakfast. I got back at 10:15, parked in my usual spot. So during this lunch, I just ate the leftovers of my muchos gracias, and then I go home at 5:30 and I walk out the door and my car is not in its spot. Hello, my name is Christian and this is my story. Here's a few key points you need to know. I keep my keys, phone, and wallet in a cubby where it's accessible by employees but not by patients. I cannot remember whether my keys were in this cubby when I grabbed my phone at 11:30 and when I put it away at 12:30. My lead said she saw my car in the usual spot at 12:05, but when she returned from lunch at 1, she did not see my car there. I have started taking medication and my memory is a little fuzzy. I can't say with 100% confidence that when I returned at 10 a.m. I parked in my normal spot. However, I can say with 100% confidence I did not leave the building between 10 and 5:30, so Caitlin would have to be lying if I parked somewhere else. Now, I found the car parked in a spot. Oh yeah, exhibit B. So I found the car parked in a spot over here that I have never parked in before. Now, this is where I usually park, and the circle is where I parked. Lastly, this office is notorious for pranks. And the prank matches my personality well, as I forget things a lot. And then, I guess I should say, if this was a break-in, it's very strange that they didn't take anything, and all they did was move my car a little bit. So, let's talk about the timeline here. What is known, okay? So what is known is my timeline. Between 10:30 and 5:30, my car was moved. Now, our manager left at 5. I can trust her. I know it wasn't her since she's not on the board. If she's not on the board, you can trust him. And then she left at 5 and didn't see my car in the spot. So 10 to 5 is the known timeline. Now, prime suspect number 1 says she saw the car at 12:05 and then didn't see it when she returned at 1. So now, if she isn't the culprit, then that puts the timeline at the lunch hour when everyone is off. All right. Now let's talk about these people here. So these are the suspects. Now first at the top, Dr. Lashenko and Jinky. Dr. Lashenko is notorious for pulling pranks. This is exactly the kind of prank he would pull. Jinky claimed she was with him and they went to Safeway, which they do have proof here. This is the receipt from when they went to Safeway. But as you can see here, it says 12:21. Now, Safeway is only about a 5-minute drive away, so let's say they get back here at 12:30. That is still plenty of time to move my car, come get my keys, leave, move my car, come back, bring my keys. Plenty of time. Lastly, Dr. Lashenko potentially has ties to the Russian mafia. We don't know, we don't ask usually. But resemblance? Other suspect, Caitlin. Now, she's a suspect because she left at the supposed time of the incident. And also, she would probably find this really funny. And she knows what my car looks like, and she knows where my keys are kept. So if she didn't do it, it's very likely she was a part of it. Janine. Janine was the first one in the front office to leave. And so my theory is that if it is Caitlin, she probably had help from Janine scouting it out or something. Dr. Sahun. She's on vacation, but this is exactly a good prank that she would pull. It's a great prank. And she's not here. No one knows where she is. Where is she? Convenient that we can't ask her questions. Finally, Mark. Where was Mark? No one knows where he was during the lunch hour. He also has a personality too where he would do this. So those are the main suspects. Oh, I should mention, I mean, me, I might have forgot. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky, and you're gonna have to trust me on this. These are the whys. Why would someone do this? Why would someone take my beautiful car and move it? Well, I am kind of new to the office. It's a pretty good prank for hazing me. But 2, they would find it funny. 3, and this is my fear, this is only part 1. This prank could be so much bigger than we know. I will keep an eye out for part 2, but I hope it does not come to pass. For revenge? Dr. Lashenko, 2 months ago, I was talking to a coworker, said she does not look her age. Dr. Lashenko was there. I said, you don't look your age, but in the bad way. Caitlin, just 3 days prior, I kind of was making fun of her with another coworker. Janine, I don't know. Maybe she just likes to help people. Dr. Sahun, new. That's all I got. I don't know. And then Mark. Oh man, let me tell you about Mark. About 3 weeks ago, in the break room, I made a joke about his hair, and it was probably one of the worst jokes I've ever made. If there was anyone who could do it, I would understand if it was Mark. Where was Mark? Better question, where is Mark? Oh, well, he's conveniently sick. So lastly, I do have one more suspect. The government? A month ago, we had new phone systems put into place. What if they tapped our phones, listening, hearing where I put my keys, hearing what my car looks like, where I park, so that they can slightly move it a couple parking spots over? Over the next couple of days, myself and my trusty camera person, Melissa, will be interrogating suspects, looking for clues, and going over the evidence to determine who did it.
So the investigation has been put on hold this weekend as I've been really sick. And all I can think is, have I been poisoned? Are we too close? Is this phase 2? I don't know. All I know is I'm gonna have some questions for people tomorrow.